What is up, guys? Apologies for the delay, but my Jubilee Hero Pack has finally arrived, and I can finally showcase this deck for you guys called Rush Hour, focusing with Nick Fury and Jubilation Lee as the ultimate Rush Hour duo. And I thought, what better villain to face than Magneto on Expert Mode, because he's not only a great challenge, but also a really fun and thematic villain for Jubilee. So let's go ahead and get Magneto set up here. With the main scheme set up as for Anthem, it says to put the Orb of Decay side scheme set aside. So we have that set aside right over here. And then it also says to put the boarding party side scheme into play, coming in with 3 threat. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 1B. It's going to start off here with 1 threat. Magneto comes in with steady and toughness. And then let's shuffle up the encounter deck. Magneto has a 1 rebuke effect here. He says to deal each player a face down encounter card. So we do get 1 face down encounter card to start this game off, which would be this card right here. And then let's put Nick Fury into our player deck here. He's going to be our key card. And let's shuffle up our player deck here. All right, this would be my first game with Jubilee, so hopefully it goes smoothly. So we're going to draw up to Jubilee's hand size here of 6. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, oh, we got resources with Wolverine. So do I just want to keep that here? We also got Enchant's Encounter here. And then, I don't know if I want to mulligan this. Okay, we can definitely mulligan the coat and cell phone. Let's see what we get. Let's mulligan this card, 2 cards here, and then draw 2 more. Back up to our hand size of 6. Ooh, we got X-Jet and build support. Okay, so I'm really glad we did not get our shopping spree side scheme, because I don't want to get that out yet. I think we play the X-Jet. We can put everything out for Wolverine. That will help us flip. That's fine. Let's use a Jubilee's action here, Mall Rat. Search your deck for the shopping spree player sides can put into play, and it can only be from the deck, not from the discard pile of your hand. So let's look through our deck here for the shopping spree player side scheme. We're going to put it into play here. And this side scheme says, threat cannot be removed from this scheme by heroes or allies. As an alter ego action, I can exhaust your identity to remove 1 threat from here. Any player may trigger this ability. And it will come in with just 2 threat here. All right, and then this will just have a 2 threat on here. Okay, and then let's see, we get down the X-Jet. Okay, let's flip over here to hero form. We're going to use this as 3 resources, so I can play the X-Jet. The X-Jet is a 3-cost support. We can exhaust it to generate a wild resource for a player whose identity has an X-Men trait. Jubilee has an X-Men trait here. And then we can also exhaust Jubilee to generate a wild resource. So there's 2 resources. This would be 2 more for a total of 4, so we can play Wolverine. Then we can also attach a chance encounter. It's a 0-cost upgrade attached to a side scheme. Let's give it to a shopping spree side scheme. Actually, let's give it to, do we do boarding party here? Let's actually put it on boarding party. So the enchantment encounter says whenever the attached side scheme is defeated, we can search our deck and discard off for an ally and add it to our hand. Wolverine will thwart for 1 from the boarding party and bring this down to 2, because currently we cannot thwart from the shopping spree. So I think we just leave that there. Wolverine takes a consequential damage. That ends our turn. Let's ready up and draw back up to our hand size here of 5. And then getting the extra is always going to be useful for us. We got another enchantment encounter, which we could put on the shopping spree here. I'm looking for Beat Cops. Not getting it yet here. Okay, it is Magneto's turn. Okay, he is going to add 1 threat on the main scheme, so it goes up to 2. He's going to attack us with a base of 3 plus a boost card here. Let's just take the attack to the face. So 3 plus 2 is going to be 5 damage. That'll bring us from 9 down to 4. Okay, that's kind of scary. And then after Magneto attacks, he has a force response. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. When there are 3, then we mill the counters and then mill from the encounter deck until we get a magnetic card. Now we move on to the encounter phase. So we get dealt a face encounter card, and we have a total of 2 cards here. First one is Zeal for the Cause. One of you resolve the 1 defeat of each acolyte minion. If you're not engaged with one, we discard cards on the counter deck until we get a minion and then reveal it. Got one right away here with Delgado. 1 attack, or 1 scheme, 2 attack, 6 life. He has retaliate and teamwork, and that will resolve the Zeal for the Cause. He won't activate it right now. And we got another minion here with N-type Sentinel. Okay, so just getting swarmed by minions, and it's back to our turn. All right, let's see here. What is the play? If we flash a light boarding party, we can get Nick to our hand. we have the resources to play him. We could also just thwart 2 to clear out the boarding party. That will also get Nick. Then we'll keep this in our hand. So I want to try to take out these minions here. He has retaliate, so Nick could hit him. No, I need to get like a Jubilee attack event or something. So, okay, we definitely have to get Nick Fury this turn, I think. Is going to be the play. And I think it's going to be Flash of Light that helps us do it. Unfortunately, let me see. If I use this and this, I get Nick to the hand, and then, no, yeah, then we have to put everything to play him. He can do 4 damage to Delgado. He can swing for 2, knock him out. Wolverine can swing 2 at the M-Type Sentinel. I think we just do that, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and exhaust the X-Jet here to generate a wild resource. We're going to declare it to be just a regular wild. This will be a energy resource for a total of 2, so we can play Flash of Light. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's clear 3 off of the boring prior side scheme. When a side scheme is defeated, first let's do the Flash of Light here, right? It says if you pair this with 2 different resource types, which we did, we use a wild here and a energy. We can also confuse an enemy, so let's confuse Magneto. And then Magneto has steady, so it's not going to be fully confused unless he has 2 confused status cards. And then, so that it's going to be a Flash of Light. And then Chains Encounter says whenever the attached scheme is defeated as an interrupt, so it happens first, we discard this card, insert your deck in this card pile for an ally, add to your hand. Let's get Wolverine, or sorry, Nick Fury to our hand here. Now we already have him for our Rush Hour duel. So we're going to shuffle up our deck here. All right. Then boring part is defeated. When it's defeated, it flips over to Sabotage Master Mode, also coming in with 3 threat. Okay. Then we're going to exhaust Jubilee for her like totally to generate a wild resource. This would be 3 more resources for a total of 4, so we play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to put the one to deal 4 damage to an enemy. We're going to hit Delgado for 4. I'm going to move Nick Fury here because this is the Rush Hour duel. So 4 damage on Delgado with Nick Fury's effect. And he won't retaliate because it's not an attack. Nick Fury is going to swing for 2, knock Delgado out. He'll take a consequential damage. No retaliate because Delgado is defeated here. When he's defeated, discard each stunning confused status. Oh man, from Magneto. Okay, never mind. That was bad. He loses the confused status. And then give him a face-on boost card. I should have paid more attention to that. That's okay. And he gets a face-on boost here for Magneto. And then he took the consequential damage. Wolverine's going to swing for 3 at the M-Type Sentinel. And then he'll take 2 more consequential damage for attacking. But he's still alive with 1 life. And then that is going to end our turn here. Then we stay in hero for 1 more turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand size of 5. Okay, got some resources, which is always good. Okay. Ooh, this might be pretty good. Flash of Light and Blinding Flash. Okay. All right, so it is Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. It goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. He gets another boost card here. Nick Fury will defend this attack for us. Here will be the boost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Knocks out Nick Fury. After Magneto attacks, he places a mana counter on the main scheme. So there's 2 now. The M-Type Sentinel is going to hit us here for 2. Let's take it. We drop from 4 down to 2. And then we get a face-on counter card. It's all down to this. We've got another M-Type Sentinel here with guard. When he's defeated, give Magneto a tough status card. All right. And it's back to our turn. All right. I think that's okay here. We Flash of Light. Blinding Flash. The main scheme goes up to there. And then, okay. That'll work. So we're going to use this right here as a double resource. An energy and a mental. So we can play Flash of Light. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. If you pair this with 2 different resource types, which we did, because it's the energy and the mental, we can confuse an enemy. Let's confuse Magneto. So just 1 confused status. Once again, he has steady, so it's not fully confused. 3 threat from a scheme clears off Sabotage Master Mode. When the side scheme is defeated, it goes into the victory display. And then we review the Orbital Decay side scheme coming in with 3 threat. And then that will resolve our Flash of Light here. Then let's go ahead and exhaust the X-Jet to generate 1 resource, a wild resource. Let's declare it to be a wild. This would be a double, so we can play our Blinding Flash here. It says hero action, or a total of 3 costs here, so the strength and the X jet. Choose X enemies. So X is equal to the number of different resource types you use to pay for this card. We use strength and wild, so 2 different types. So we choose 2 enemies. We're going to choose Magneto and this M-type Sentinel here. We can stun and confuse each chosen enemy. So one more confuse and stun on Magneto. He's not stunned, but he's fully confused now with the 2 statuses, and we can stun and confuse this M-type Sentinel. That's going to resolve the blinding flash. Okay, that is huge. Then let's flip down here to Alter Ego. And then we're going to, when we flip down with Wolverine's response, we change the Alter Ego, heal 3 damage from him. So he's back to full life. Wolverine swings for 3, knocks out the M-type Sentinel here. And then when he's defeated, give Magneto toughness. Magneto already has the toughness underneath all those status cards. Wolverine takes 2 consequential damage for attacking. And then Jubilee's going to exhaust to recover by 3. That brings from 2 up to 5. All right. And then that's going to end our turn. Yeah. So let's ready back up. Yeah, ready back up. And then should we discard the Surveillance here? Yeah, we don't need it right now. I need something else. Yeah, let's discard the Surveillance because I'm going to let that scheme pop if it does pop. So let's draw back up to 6 here. Our hand size and alter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is not terrible here. All right, so Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's going to scheme, but he is fully confused. He will not add any threat. And since he never schemed, nothing will also happen. The Anti-Sentinel will also scheme, but he is confused as well. Nothing happens. Then we could dealt a face-out encounter card, which is, Shadow of the Past. Okay. So we get our Nemesis, Nanny here, with toughness. So as Jubilee's Nemesis minion, 4 life, 2 scheme, 1 attack. After Nanny attacks, if you control 1 or more allies, search and counter, discard off for a set-aside copy of Lost Child. So this one, and reveal it. This would take one of our allies and makes a minion. Okay, that's not good. And our Nemesis sizing something to play here. Not children. Crisis, 2 threat. One review, place 1 threat here for each different resource type in your hand. We probably have everything. No, we don't have a wild. So we have energy, mental, and physical. So 3 plus 2, 5 threat. Okay. And then we shuffle these 3 Nemesis cards into the encounter deck. What is this? Attach the minion with the fewest hit points. Okay, so it buffs a minion or makes our ally into a minion. So that's not great to see. And the crisis means the main scheme will probably pop here. We could clear our Orb of Decay to get Magneto to keep that stun. So shuffle the counter deck, and then that's going to end Magneto's turn, so it's back to us. Okay, so let's see here. I could actually, let's see, if I flip over, we got a Firecracker. We could hit the Nanny for 1, then knock it out with a Firecracker. And then we could Flash of Light the Orb of Decay, which stuns Magneto because he has 1 status. And then the main scheme will pop. We have to do that. Do we need to recover here? No, we can't recover, I think. Okay, let's flip over to hero form. We're in dangerous territory. We're going to use the resources here, the mental and physical. So we can play a Flash of Light here. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Oh, wait, sorry. Before we do that really quick, we're going to play our Skilled Investigator. 0 cost upgrade. As hero response after sizing is defeated, we can exhaust this card, draw a card. Okay, now we're going to use a double here, mental and physical, to play a Flash of Light. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme, clearing this off. Since we pair this with 2 different resource types, we use the mental and physical. We can confuse the enemy. Let's confuse Magneto again. He's not confused because he has study. And then, yeah, so we got that. And then when a side scheme is defeated, like the Orb of Decay, we can exhaust Skilled Investigator to draw a card as a hero response if we're in hero form when that happens. So we drew Firecracker. When the Orb of Decay is defeated, it flips over to Physical Strain attached to Magneto. He loses steady. So now he's stunned and confused here, which is big for us. And then, let's see. I think I take out the Nanny here and then save. I kind of like the one way or another, but I don't know if. And I liked our B cup, but that's our first B cup, so we have more left. Let's have Jubilee swing for 1, knock out the tough stats card from the Nanny. We don't need to worry about these guys because they're stunned, but I do want to get rid of the Nanny here, so let's Firecracker it. Do we X-Jet in one way or another? Yeah, we save the Firecracker. I think no, we save the one way or another here. I think. Let's check our discard pile. That's kind of scary. I would love to get some more resources. I could get the other crisis one, which could be bad because then we have so much stuff to remove. But then if I can get out Beacop this turn, I think we play it. Oof. Okay, may not be the best play. Let's play one way or another here. Hero action, searching counter deck for a side scheme, and then review that scheme and draw 3 cards. So what are we getting? Not seized. That is terrible. Oh wait, we have the acolytes here. A hazard icon. Oh, we can't clear this turn, so no, we're not getting that. Yeah, the hazard is worse, I think, right now. Let's get Magnetic Mayhem. Magnetic Sealed is also for the Crisis. Do we need to remove that from the main? That's fine. Let's get the Magnetically Sealed, I think. Okay, so it says one review. It plays 2 additional threat here for each ally in play. We have 1 ally with Wolverine, so it's going to have 4 threat. And we have another Crisis here, so both of the Crisis means we cannot remove that from the main scheme while they're both in play. So this will have 2 threat. Or 4, I mean. And then now we can resolve the one way or another and draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Ooh, I wanted some resource cards here. So I take out Nanny, and then I think I play the X-Jet. I mean the X-Mansion. Let's check our discard pile here. How many resources do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we still have our Mutant Educations, though. So we have 2 more resource cards left on our deck. What's our deck looking like? We draw 5, holding on to the Mansion. We might get a resource card. And then let's see, where is the other? That's a B-Cop in our hand. We still have 1 more B-Cop left. Okay, that's fine. So let's use X-Jet to generate 1 resource. This B-Cop will be a second resource, so we can play our X-Mansion. That's actually we can exhaust the card, heal 1 damage from mutant or X-Men character. We can't use in hero form though, or else we would just heal Wolverine. But let's use 2 resources here, and it's going to be a mental and a physical. So we can play a firecracker. That doesn't matter. Here, action attack, deal 4 damage to enemy. Let's knock out Nanny here. All right, let's hold the Mansion in our hand. Wolverine's going to thwart for 1. Let's take it off of the Magnetically Sealed. He'll take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to our hand sets of 5, holding on to the Mansion here. Okay, good. We got a double, so that's good. So we should be able to pay for the Mansion and try to do something else. I think we have 1 more chance encounter left on our deck as well. And Mutant Education is good now with the X-Mansion. Okay, Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. It's going to advance because it's at 4, so it's going to hit 5. When that happens, we discard all the mana counters, so we're avoiding that. Let's advance the main scheme to stage 2A here. Whenever you place 1 mana counter here, so we got 1 mana counter. And then if the Sabotage Master Mode is not in the victory display, it is in there, so we don't do anything else. So just 1 mana counter and 1 initial threat. Then Magneto is going to attack us, but he's fully stunned because he doesn't have study with the physical strain, so he doesn't do anything. He will not get a mana counter as a first response because he never attacked. Sentinel attacks us, also stunned, nothing happens. Then we get dealt a face-on counter card, which is, oh man, the Lost Child. So this is a thing that takes our ally, so Wolverine becomes a minion now. And he has a blank text box, and he has -1 scheme, so he has 0 scheme. But luckily, he has 1 life left, so we can easily knock him out. But yeah, he's a bad guy now, so that's not great. Okay, and it's back to our turn. So I want to definitely flip down here to alter. I think we play Mansion first here. Let's use the X-Jet to generate a wild resource. This would be 3 more for a total of 4, so we can play Avengers Mansion. We can exhaust. Oh, wait, do I Mutant Education first? We have 6 cards left in our deck. I think I want a Mutant Education here first. We are not clearing assassin this turn for this good investigator. Yeah, we're not. We need our chance encounter. I think we just flip down here. He schemes for 0, so that's great. He schemes for 2, so it goes up to 4. Magneto's confused. I think we can basically recover here. Let's go ahead and flip down here to Alter Ego. And then we are going to play our Mutant Education. Play only if your identity has a mutant trait. We have the mutant trait. As Alter Ego action, choose up to 2 identity-specific cards in your discard pile, shove them into your deck. I think we get our Blinding Flash here and a resource card. So we can, yeah, let's get Blinding Flash and a resource card. We can shuffle both these cards into our deck. And with Mutant Education's effect, it says if X Mansion is in play, which it is in play, we can draw a card. So let's get a good shuffle here. We're pretty low on the cards in our deck. And then we're going to draw a card with the Mutant Education, which is Firecracker. Okay, that's not bad. And then we can also basic recovery for 3, brings us from 5 up to 8. And we're going to exhaust X Mansion to heal a damage from Mutant or X-Men character. We're going to heal Jubilee by 1, back to full life 9 here. And then let's exhaust Avengers Mansion, draw a card. But we got our double. Let me see, what's our deck size? We're going to draw 5 more cards here. If I keep the double, I think I get rid of the Firecracker and play the Disguise here. So let's use resource so I can play a Disguise here. Play under enemy player's control, and then as an action we can exhaust Disguise and your identity to remove 2 threat from your scheme. So we can do that next turn because we should be drawing the chance encounter. Yeah, for sure, because we have an Avengers Mansion. And then we can get Nick Fury and pay for him with our double resource. Okay, so hopefully we can just last this turn. Let's ready back up. Draw back up to 6, holding the double here. Should be getting some Mutant Educations as well. Okay. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we've got 1 card left on our deck, and we have the chance to counter our hand, so we should be doing good here. Oh, if I play Mutant Education, I draw a card that would deck me out. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we can shuffle cards back in. Never mind. That should be really good. Okay, hopefully we just don't get seized on encounter. Magneto's turn. He adds 1 to the main scheme. He's going to scheme, but he's fully confused because he doesn't have steady anymore. And then Wolverine schemes for 0 because he's minus 1 scheme with the lost child. So nothing happens. And Placenta schemes for 2. This goes from 2 up to 4. So we're still okay. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is Battlesuit. Attach to the minion with the fewest remaining hit points, which is Wolverine. So he gets plus 3 hit points now and gains the arrow trait. So now Wolverine's back to 4 life, and he has 7 total life. He has arrow trait and plus 1 attack. So Wolverine's super buffed up right now. Okay. That's going to end Magneto's turn. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I think we play Mutant Education here. Okay, let's attach the chance encounter. We're going to put it on the shopping spree side scheme. Or do we get our authority event? Let's see, this will go up to 5. I'm fine with shopping spree here. Yeah. We got Blind Flash. Let's attach this to the shopping spree side scheme. Then we're going to play a Mutant Education. I think this card's a Mutant Education as well. I think we have 3, so this might be the last one. Play only if your deck has Mutant Trait. We do have Mutant Trait. Choose up to 2 identity specific cards and just shove them into your deck. So let's get a resource card here. And I think we just go for the other resource. Yeah, so if we draw 2 of the cards, we should get 1 resource for sure. So we're going to shuffle these 2 identity specific cards, Jubilee's resource cards, into our deck here. We're going to shuffle up, and we're definitely decking out, but the resource will help us pay for the stuff that we need. And then since X Mansion is in play with the Mutant Education, we can draw a card. And we got 1 of the resources here. All right. Next, we want to play Nick Fury. I think we stay in Ultra still. If I use this to play him, deck out. Now I want to play Blinding Flash first before we deck out. So I do flip over. Oh, I can't skill an Investigator though. So skill Investigator is a hero response, so I clears an Alter Ego. I don't get it. That's fine. Let's use our Disguiser as an action. Thwart, we can exhaust Disguise and your identity to remove 2 threat from the scheme. This is an Alter Ego Thwart, so it's going to bypass the Shopping Spree's requirements here, so we can thwart 2 from Shopping Spree. If I do our combo, when side scheme is defeated, search your deck and discard pile for an item card, put into play. Oh, this happens first, sorry. So chance encounters interrupt. When attached side scheme is defeated, search your deck and discard pile for an ally, and put it in your hand. So let's get Nick Fury to our hand here. And then when Shopping Spree is defeated, we also can get an item card. So let's see, we're going to stun and confuse everyone. So I think the item card, we're not playing an attack here. Let's actually get the self one. That might be a weird play, but if we can have Nick do some big thwarting right now, that will help us. So let's actually put the self one in play here as our item card, as an item keyword. Comes in with 3 charge counters. As an action, we can exhaust the cell phone, remove a counter, and then we can choose a character that we control, and they can basic activate with +1 thwart, +1 attack. Okay, so that's going to be Nick. Then We want this back into the shuffle, and we want Blinding Flash first. We can still draw with Skilled Investigator 2 and have a huge turn here. We don't need the X Mansion anymore. I think I mentioned here to see if we get the Mutant Education and kind of go crazy here. Let's exhaust X Mansion or the Avenge Mansion, draw a card. Okay, got the double. So the Mutant Education is here, so we can't use it now. Let's flip over to hero form because we gotta do this first. Yeah, we're in hero form now. Oh, I forgot. I've got shopping spree is defeated, so it goes into. It does not have the victory display keyword or the victory keyword, so it does not go into the victory display. When it's defeated, it goes into the discard pile, which is one really unique thing with Jubilee. And then actually, should we Mallrat here? So we haven't flipped over yet, and we haven't used our Mallrat action. Oh no, we need the Immune Education to put it back on the deck, and we didn't draw. We drew this instead. That's fine. So let's flip over here to hero form. So we're now in hero form, and then we need to play our Blinding Flash here. Okay, let's exhaust the X-Jet to generate a WoW resource. This would be a mental and a physical, so 3 different resource types to play a Blinding Flash again. Here, action choose X enemies. X is 3 because we use 3 different resources. Wolverine, Emperor Sentinel, and Magneto. No one has Steady or Stalwart anymore, so they all get stunned and confused here. This is an awesome card for Jubilee, Blinding Flash, so everyone's gonna be stalled out for a little bit. They're all blind, and that's gonna resolve that. Then let's use 4 resources here, I think. I'm okay holding on to this in my hand. So 4 resources here because the 2 Jubilee doubles, so we can play a Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one, repeat the one, and draw 3. So we draw 1 card, we deck out, so we get dealt a face-on counter card. Let's shuffle up the discard pile here, back into our deck. And then we're going to draw 2 more cards because Nick can draw us 3. I think we can finally get our beat cop down. Because of Magneto's pressure, we weren't able to get it down earlier. We still can't remove that from the main scheme because of the crisis here, but we should be good for 1 more turn. So drawing 2 more cards. 1, 2. Okay, I don't hate the double here. If I play beat cop, or do I grand finale? Okay, wait, before we do that, we can use our cell phone, exhaust as an action, remove a counter, a charge counter, choose a character. We're going to choose Nick Fury. He can now thwart for 3 with his basic activation, so he's going to exhaust for that, and then thwart for 3, clear off Magnetically Sealed. We take consequential damage. When this side team is defeated, we can trigger the Skilled Investigator, exhaust it, and draw a card because we are in hero form, so we trigger the hero response when the side team is defeated. We got Immune Education. Okay, that's not useful right now. If I play the beat cop, cannot play the grand finale. I would love to do both. I think the play is actually just to do grand finale and save the double here, the beat cop. But if I want all different resource types, I need to use the beat cop as a resource, which means we can play specialized training, but I need to focus with this right here. Okay, if I do grand finale, 2 damage to each enemy, it's going to do 4 instances of 2, so it can do 1, 2, 3, 4. Knock out both the minions here, but we have them stunned, so that's why I don't need to play right now. I think we go for the beat cop. So let's use 3 resources here, so I can play a beat cop. We can exhaust beat cop to remove 1 threat from a scheme and move it over to the beat cop. So let's take 1 off the crisis because we can't do the main scheme because of the crisis. So adjust from 5 down to 4, and finally got beat cop with 1 threat. That is going to end our turn. Let's hold the grand finale and the double in our hand. Ready, back up, and then draw back up to 5. And I think getting that Blinding Flash off here is huge. And we got Nick Fury in play with the Rush Hour Duel. So we draw back up to 5 here. Okay, we drew Shopping Spree, so that's not good to see, but should be able to do something here. All right, it is Magneto's turn. Let's put the beat cop here. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. It goes up to 5 now. So it doesn't advance because it advances 6. He's going to attack. He's fully stunned because he doesn't have the steady anymore. So no activation goes through. Both the minions attack us, including Wolverine, who's still here. Stun does not go through, or the stun goes through, so none of their attacks go through, I mean. And then we're done with the activation phase because they all attacked. Now we get dealt a face on counter card for a total of 2. First one is an exhaustion. Exhaust your identity, and that will surge, so we get another encounter card. An assault, the villain attacks you, so Magneto's going to attack us here. Nick Fury will block. Magneto gets a boost card here. 2 plus 3 is 5 damage. Knocks out Nick Fury. After Magneto attacks you, place a mana card on the main scheme. That's fine. Last encounter card, Electric Shock. You are stunned. Take 1 damage for each mana counter in main scheme. There's 2 counters, so we're going to take 2 damage, bringing us from 9 down to 7. And that's going to resolve the encounter phase. Okay. Alright, so I think we're okay here. Alright, it's back to our turn. Let's exhaust Avengers Mansion so we can draw a card. We have no way to thwart this out here. We need a chance encounter. Yeah, because I don't want this to pop right now. So I think we're going to one way or another this so we can draw more cards and try to get some thwarting. This is an attack, so we can't play this while we're stunned. Alright, let's do it. One way or another, hero action. Search the encounter deck for a side scheme and reveal it. Oh wait, do we go for this? The Acolytes? If we don't get a Thwart event. No, we don't. We don't go for that because, yeah, we don't have the Thwart event. That's going to be bad. So we're going to go for the Magnetic Mayhem here. And shuffle up the encounter deck. So it doesn't do anything right away, but it has an amplify icon. When defeated, we discard the top 4 cards in the encounter deck, place a mana count in the main scheme for each magnetic card discarded, coming in with 4 threat. Alright, then we can resolve the one way or another and draw 3 cards. The hero action. Firecracker, Immune Education. Oof, okay, still no thwarting. That's going to resolve this. Alright, darn, we have our attack thing. If I flip down, yeah, the main scheme's going to advance, which I don't like at all here. We could Firecracker to get rid of our stun, and then we could play a grand finale here. Yeah, I really need a chance encounter. Yeah, so we cannot remove threat from here because of the crisis. But let's go ahead and use a double resource here. So we can play Firecracker. Hero action attack. We're stunned, so the attack won't go through and we just lose our stun status. Then I think we grand finale here. Let's use a X-Stretch to generate a WoW resource. This would be a Memento and a physical, so a total of 3 resources, so we can play a grand finale. Hero action attack, do 2 damage to enemy. For each different resource type spent, we use 3 different types. You can do 2 more damage to enemy and choose a different enemy. So we can do 4 different instances up to. So does have the first one hit Wolverine, knocks him out. So he's defeated, he finally goes back into our discard. And we can do 3 more instances of 2, so 6 damage. We'll knock out the M-type Sentinel here. When he's defeated, give Magneto toughness. Here it has toughness, so nothing else happens with that. That's going to resolve the grand finale. Alright. Then we have resources here. We need the chance encounter though. Let's, I don't think we have anything else to do with our hand. If I flip down, he's gonna scheme. I think I'd rather flip down here because I'm worried if he attacks me, if he gets another activation, then that's not good. If he advances that, he has to get scheme activation, but he might not, I don't think he'll scheme for 6, right? So let's exhaust B-Cop to take 1 threat off of here because we got to work on that. We're going to flip down to Ultra here. And then we're going to play Immune Education. Actually, let's check our discard pile. Do we want to add anything in here? A Wolverine, Firecracker. Yeah, okay, let's play Immune Education. So Ultra Ego action, choose up to 2 ident-specific cards, and we can draw a card. So let's get Firecracker and Wolverine, I think. Yeah, we're going to shuffle these 2 cards into our deck. And then if X-Mission is in play, it is in play right here. We can also draw a card. And we need one of our, I think Jubilee has 3 Thwart events, so we need one of them here so we can start thwarting next turn. And we drew into a B-Cop. Oh, wait, that's actually really good. Okay, so we can actually play it here. We could also play this in Shopping Spree. Let's first exhaust Exclamation to heal damage from Jubilee. So we go from 7 up to 8. The thing is, I don't think we can do Shopping Spree right now. No, let's just play the B-Cop and the Shopping Spree. So we're going to play this player size game of Shopping Spree. Comes in with 2 threat. And then we need to focus on the crisis first. So let's use 4 resources here. So we play a second B-Cop. We're going to exhaust it to move 1 threat from the scheme over to here. So let's take 1 from here first because we have too much pressure right now from Magneto to be working with the Shopping Spree. Okay, that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 6. And let's see what happens here. Okay, we got the chance encounter, which is huge. But we also got all of our events here and no resources, which is a lot better. Maybe I don't activate the chance encounter this turn. Yeah, I'm not sure here. Did we get our? Oh, we got our thwart here. So flash of light's really good. Okay, Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. That's going to advance it again. This is the second time that it advanced with the initial threat. So we discard all the counters, and then it's going to advance to stage 3A. Plays 2 mana counters here. If physical strain is not in play, it is in play, so we don't have to do anything with that. Comes in with 1 threat and 2 counters. If it hits 7, then we do lose the game. Okay, Magneto's going to scheme. He's confused. And counter card is grounded. Okay. Whenever you change the Alter Ego, we're already in Alter Ego. As additional cost to change the hero form, you have to spend 2 resources of the same type. And after you play Jubilee event, we can remove this card from the game. Okay, that's fine. So it's back to our turn here. Let's exhaust the X Mansion so we can heal 1, I think. Wait, or do we want to play Wolverine? No, we don't need him. Let's heal 1 from Jubilee. We will go from 8 up to 9. Let's just get that life. Okay, so we got a chance encounter. I think we don't do shopping spree because we need to get rid of the crisis first. Actually, we could do both here. Do I clear Magnetic Mayhem? Because I have our Thor event, which will confuse Magneto. And then we could clear off that with that. So I think we actually go for the combo here. Yeah, and then we can get Nick. Okay, let's do we mansion now? Let's mansion now. So we can draw a card. Ooh, another chance encounter. I don't know if I want to right now. Let's attach a chance encounter to the shopping spree side scheme here. So I'll just put it right there. We're gonna clear it off right now. And then let's flip over here to hero form. We're going to exhaust both B-Cops to move 2 threat from the scheme. B-Cop is a persona and a support, so it is not a hero or ally, so we can remove that from shopping spree. We're gonna clear off both the threat from shopping spree and defeat it. When it's defeated, we trigger the chance encounter first. When attached scheme is defeated, we search our deck and discard out for an ally. Let's get Nick Fury, add him to our hand. And then when shopping spree is defeated, search your deck and discard out for a item card and put it into play. So do we have the items in here? I hope not. Oh, we have the coat in our hand. Darn. I should have gotten rid of it first. That's fine. So we search our deck and discover for an item. Let's get our sunglasses here. I would prefer the coat, but it's okay. I should have thrown it away as a resource something first before I did that. That would have been more useful because I think Thorian is helpful for us right now. We're going to shuffle up our deck after getting our item sunglasses into play because we just shot for it. This is defeated. It goes into the discard pile because it doesn't have the victory keyword. When the side scheme is defeated, because we're in hero form, we can. Oh, I forgot. When we change the hero form, we have to spend 2 resources of the same type. Okay, never mind. So we're gonna just go. We have to kind of go back in time and cheat this because we didn't do this right. So when we change the hero form, we're gonna spend 2 resources of the same type, a Mento here, Firecracker, and then Mento with Jubilee's coat. That puts the coat into the wild here can be a Mento, so that puts the coat into discard pile. And then we have to discard them and that had to happen before we flip over to hero form or when we flip, right? So before we clear this out with the B-Cop. So discard that first. So whenever we clear it off, we can choose to target the coat instead of sunglasses because it's in discard pile. So let's get the coat here. Sorry guys, had to rewind that a little bit to fix this mistake, but then it allows us to get a coat. So shuffle the sunglasses back into the deck here. Okay, so we get the coat into play because the coat's a little bit better. It has +1 thwart. And after you play a thwart event, which we're going to do this turn, we can remove a threat from that scheme for each different resource type used to pay for it, which is going to be useful for us. And then let's see here. I think we go for Nick Fury here. How many resources do we have? 1, 2. Oh, and then when side scheme is defeated, we can exhaust the Skilled Investigator and then draw a card. Okay, that is huge. Let's use Jubilee's Like Totally to generate a wild resource. Extra is going to be a second resource. This would be 2 more for a total of 4. So we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's all the Thor events now. Not necessarily what I'm looking for. So I think I want to stun and confuse Magneto. And then we don't go for Wolverine because we have Nick to block if we need it. So we do Firecracker, Flash of Light, and then attach a chance encounter to get Nick back again next turn. Okay, so let's see. Nick Fury is going to swing for 2. on Magneto, knock off his tough status card. Nick will take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use 2 resources here. Let's use a, what am I looking at? A wild and a physical Wolverine and a flash of light to play a firecracker. Hero action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Magneto for 4. That's our first damage from 20 down to 16. And if we use 2 different resource types, which we did, because we use a wild and a physical, we can also stun that enemy. Let's stun Magneto. Okay, so that's going to resolve that. And then we're going to use a physical and a mental resource here. So we can play a flash of light. Hero action, thwart, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's clear out the magnetic mayhem. And it says, if you pay this due to resource types, which we did, because they have physical and mental, we can also confuse enemies. So let's confuse Magneto. And then we can also trigger the response here on grounded. After you play a Jubilee event, which we just did, we can remove this card from the game, so it's gone. And we can also trigger our coat. After you play a Thor event, exhaust the coat and choose a scheme. Remove 1 threat from that scheme for each different resource type you use to pay for that event. So physical and mental is going to be 2 threat off of the naughty children here. Clearing off the crisis. So now we can remove that from the main scheme finally. That's going to resolve our flash of light, and Magneto is suddenly confused, so we can advance. We should be fine. Let's attach the chance encounter to the magnetic mayhem. So if we defeat it, we can get an ally from our deck or discard pile, add to our hand. Do that next turn to get Nick back again for rush hour combo. B-Cop's going to have 3 threat on here. Okay, I feel like we're in control now. Let's end our turn. Ready back up. But Magneto does have some crazy ways to ramp on us, so we just got to be a little bit careful. Especially because Jubilee's life is kind of low. Let's draw back up to our hand sets here of 5. We're looking pretty set up here. All right. So Magneto's turn, he's going to add a threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack, but he is stunned, so nothing will happen, and then we don't get magnetic counters because he never attacked. Encounter phase, encounter card, which is Electromagnetic Blast. Ooh, that's not good. Exhaust each upgrade support you control, so we lose everything for the turn. And then place a magnetic counter in main scheme as well. So this goes up to 3. When that happens, we discard the counters. There's official ruling on Hall of Heroes where we mill all the counters first, and then we mill from the encounter deck until we get a magnetic card. We got another Electromagnetic Blast, so that's great. Exhaust each upgrade support you control. We already have it all as our magnetic cards, so that's done with that. Place a magnetic counter in the main scheme. Okay, so that is done with Magneto's thing. It is back to our turn. If Nick Fury isn't playing in the round, he gets discarded. Okay, so I think Jubilee just thwarts from the magnetic mayhem. We get Nick back. We play with everything. And then Firecracker Magneto. Okay, what's our deck size? We're going to deck out, but that's fine because he's stunned and confused after that. Jubilee thwarts for 1, clears off the magnetic mayhem. Okay, first we trigger the chance encounter because it's interrupt. When it's defeated, we search our deck and discard off our ally, add to our hand. We get Nick Fury because this is rush hour. And then when defeated, discard top 4 cards of the encounter deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 3 magnet cards, so we place 3 magnet counters on the main scheme. Okay, this is now gone. We don't skip investigator yet, but when there's more than 3 counters, we discard the 3 counters. Then we discard from the counter, even though it's a player phase, until we get a magnet card. We just got one. You are stunned. Take 1 damage for each magnet counter in the main scheme. So we take a damage off from 9 down to 8, and unfortunately, we are stunned for the Firecracker. So maybe I should just play a last beat cop here. Yeah, let's use 4 resources here so I can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We'll pick the one to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. I think I actually under surveillance him here. Yeah, so we can get more threat threshold and then flip down actually. I could mute education and then for sure know that we're drawing blinding flash. Yeah, that's actually gonna be the play here. So let's use 2 resources here so I can play under surveillance, attach it to the main scheme. This will increase the target threat value of the main scheme by 4. So instead of us losing at 7, we're gonna lose at 11 now. So that's a lot more of a break. Nick Fury is gonna thwart for 2. We're gonna clear this off. He'll take a consequential damage. And then we're gonna flip down here to Alter Ego. And then let's play Immune Education. So Alter Ego action, choose up to 2 identity specific cards in your discard pile, shove them back into your deck. We're going to get let's get do I want a resource? identity specific cards. So let's get the blinding flash, and let's get a double here. Actually, let me see. Or do I want Wolverine? How many more chance encounters do we have? 1, 2. We have one more, but we don't have any side schemes. We can Mall Rat though. Oh, is this a chance encounter right here? I think that's a chance encounter. So we can definitely Mall Rat it because we're gonna deck out. So we want a resource card to help pay for Nick, I think. So Blinding Flash and the Plasma Energy. Okay, so we're shuffle these two cards into our deck, and since the Exclamation is in play, we can also draw a card, but it doesn't matter because with the shuffle, because we're gonna draw it back up to our hand size. So we drew into the chance encounter, and then that will resolve Mutant Education. Then we play Alter Ego. Ending our turn, we're gonna ready back up. Nick's in play, but it's okay. All right, and then we're gonna draw back up to our hand size here of 6, keeping the chance encounter. We deck out, so we could dealt a face down encounter card here. And then let's shuffle up our discard pile back to your deck and draw 3 more cards. And hopefully we do not draw the Shopping Spree side scheme, so we can trigger our Mall Rat ability here. So 1, 2, 3. Nice. So that's really good with the resources here. Okay, so Magneto's turn. We got to survive this. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. He is going to scheme, but he's fully confused because he doesn't have steady with the physical strain. Then he deals a face on counter card. We have a total of 2. First one is an assault. That's going to surge because we're in Alter Ego. So instead he gets Master Magnetism. Oh, okay. Give him the topmost magnetic card, which is going to be this card right here in the discard pile. He gets it as a boost, and then he's going to scheme because we're in Alter Ego, so he's going to activate. He's scheme with a base of 2, plus a boost here of boost effect is if this attack defeats an ally, it's not, so no extra boost icon, just 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to make this hit 5 here. After he schemes, he does not place any additional threat on the main scheme, or he doesn't get magnet counters, I mean. Last encounter card, M-Type Sentinel with Guard. If Nick Fury is in play at the end of the round, he gets discarded. All right. I think we're solid here. Now we can do our combo. So it's back to our turn. Let's use Mall Rat as an action. Alter Ego, search your deck for the Shopping Spree side scheme. So we have it here because we just decked out. Comes into play with a 2 threat. And we'll shuffle up our deck. All right. Then let's also exhaust our X-Mansion. So we heal 1 from Jubilee. Go from 8 up to 9. Shopping Spree will have 2 threat here. I think we defeat it in hero form, so we can trigger our Skilled Investigator. Yeah, let's attach the chance encounter to the Shopping Spree side scheme for our combo, and then we are going to do we Avengers Mansion here? Let's just Avengers Mansion, draw a card. Okay, then we're gonna flip over here to hero form. We're going to exhaust both B cops, which can remove threat from Shopping Spree even though we're in hero form, to remove both threat and clear it off. Speak up will have 3 threat. When Shopping Spree is defeated, we first trigger the chance encounters to interrupt. We get an ally from this deck or discard. Add to your hand. Let's get Nick Fury. Then we can also search our deck and discard pile for an item put into play here with Shopping Spree, and Shopping Spree goes in the discard pile. So we get our last item here, Jubilee Sunglasses, and it's great because we're going to play an attack here. Let's shuffle up our deck. Okay. Then we're going to have a huge turn here with all these cards. So 4 resources here, so I can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one and draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. Then I think we attack here to get rid of our stun. Yeah. Let's have Jubilee make a basic attack, which will remove our stun status. I forgot with the sunglasses here, it says Jubilee gets +1 attack. As a hero, a response attack after you play an attack event. We can exhaust sunglasses, choose an enemy, and do 1 damage to enemy for each different resource type used to pay for that event. So just like the coat, but for the attack version of the coat is what the sunglasses do. Okay, so we can Firecracker, Flash of Light. I want a Blinding Flash though too. So I think I have Nick Thor, and then we just Firecracker, and then Blinding Flash. Oh man, I don't. Okay. I'm gonna be greedy here. I think we're gonna save the Firecracker here. We can Blinding Flash, and then Flash of Light. I think. Oh, I forgot to trigger the Skilled Investigator. Is the timing on that still good? Yeah, I think timing's on that. Yeah, because we just defeat that side scheme, the what should I call it? The shopping spree side scheme, right? No, we already. It's too late because we played for Nick Fury after defeating with the chance. God dang, that card draw would be really useful right now. We X-Jet Blinding Flash, and I think we Thwart. Save our attack event. So we do this, and then, oh wait, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, let's use a double resource here, right? But it's going to be energy and a mental, so we can play our Flash of Light. Hero action, Thwart remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's clear the main from 5 down to 2. And then since you use 2 different resource types with the energy and mental, we confuse enemy. Let's confuse Magneto here. So we can just keep him confused. And then we can also trigger our coat because we played a Thwart event. So we can remove 2 more additional threat from a scheme because we use 2 different resources. So clearing off the main scheme entirely here, which is huge because he's confused and we got the under surveillance on there. All right. Then I want him stunned though is a thing. It's a little bit waste to blinding flash him here actually, but I think it's fine. And then we play Generation X. Yeah, okay, let's exhaust extra generate a wild resource. This would be 2 energy resources here for a total of 3 resources, but only 2 different resource types. Play blinding flash. Choose X enemies. We're going to choose Sentinel and Magneto. We can stun and confuse them both. So Magneto is already confused, so you just get stunned, and Sentinel will get stunned and confused here. All right, then let's have Nick Fury. Let's see if we attack for 3, we could kill our basic activation. So let's have Nick Fury. We're going to exhaust cell phone here and remove a counter so that we can have Nick Fury use a basic activation, remove the counter, and he gets +1. So he's going to swing for 3 at the M-type Sentinel. Nick will take a consequential damage. And let's also play our Generation X side scheme here in case we get another chance encounter. Player side scheme comes in with 3 threat, and we defeat it. We get a search our deck and discard pop for an identity-specific event adds to your hand. Save the firecracker because we are ready for damage here. So let's end our turn, ready up all of our cards. And yeah, we're only getting 1 encounter card here. We want to try to defeat Magneto in this deck through and not deck out again. Draw back up to 5, keeping the firecracker in our hand because we want attacks. Wolverine is great here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 cards. Okay. So Magneto's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack us, but he's stunned, so no magnet counters. This guy attacks us. He's stunned as well. In counter phase, we got a face on counter card, which is a Master of Magnetism. So Magneto's going to attack us here. Topmost magnetic card is dealt to him as a boost card. He gets another boost here. Nick Fury is going to block. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Knocks out Nick Fury. After Magneto attacks, he places a magnetic card in the main scheme. All right, and it's only at 2, so we're still okay. That's going to end Magneto's turn. So it's back to our turn. All right, let's Avengers Mansion here. And get a resource here. I think I definitely get Wolverine down. Then we leave this until we're ready to chance encounter and we get Magneto as low as possible. Jubilee is going to attack for 2 because we have the sunglasses, which gives us +1 attack. So let's knock out the M-type Sentinel. So he is defeated with his 5 life. When he's defeated, give Magneto a tough status card. So Magneto gets toughness here. All right, then we want to play Wolverine. So 4 resources here, so I can play Wolverine. The Wolverine. Wolverine's attacks have piercing, so I think we saved the cell phone here. Actually, let's check. Do we have Mallrat? We have shopping spree. We have, or do we have shopping spree? I mean, we have 1 million education. We can get another one. We can get cell phone back out. Let's use it. We're gonna exhaust cell phone as an action. Remove a counter. Wolverine's gonna make a basic activation, get +1 to activation, and the cell phone's gone out with the last charge counter. So he's gonna swing for 4 with piercing. Knocks off Magneto's tough with the piercing. 4 damage brings it from 16 down to 12. And does 4 with the +1 with the cell phone. And then Wolverine will take 2 consequential damage. Just 2 here. Okay. Then we want to Firecracker here. Are we good on the threat? Yeah, we're good on the threat. He is confused. I want to flip down one more time. Let's exhaust the extra to generate a wild resource for us. This would be a, we need to become second resource, so I can play a Firecracker. Hero action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We're hit Magneto for 4, brings from 12 down to 8. And then since we used two different resource types, a wild here and a physical, we can also stun that enemy. So let's stun Magneto. And we can also exhaust the sunglasses here. After we play an attack event, we can do 1 additional damage for each different resource that we pay for the event. So 2 more damage on Magneto brings him from 8 down to 6. All right. And then we are going to flip down here to Alter Ego. We're going to exhaust a B Cop to move a threat from the main over to it. So this now has 5 threat. And then let's exhaust this B Cop to take a threat off of Generation X, dropping it down to 2. And then let's also, and we flip down to Alter Ego. Wolverine has a response. He heals back to full life. Or he heals 3, I mean. And then Exclamation doesn't need to heal anything because we're both at full life. And I think we toss this out. Yeah, let's end our turn. We're going to discard this. Let's just ready back up. And we're just looking for attacks or mutant education to get those attacks. And also a chance encounter would be great. Let's see what we get. Drawing back up to 6. Chance encounter. Build support. Flash of light and 1 more card. Yeah. Okay, so we actually, I forgot, we cannot get the cell phone back here because we only allow 1 player side scheme in play if we're playing solo. So we already have 1 Generation X. And I think that's gonna be better for this ending turn here. Okay, Magneto's turn. 1 threat to the main. He is going to scheme, but he is fully confused. Then he deals his face on counter card, which is the Acolytes, a side scheme here with 3 threat. All right, so that is fine. All right, let's see here. It's back to our turn. Do we have the kill? We have the Grand Finale in our hand. We get a Flash of Light. Let's exhaust Avengers Mansion. We're going to draw a card here. And then we're going to play a Mutant Education. Choose up to 2 identity-specific events in your discard pile. Shove them into your deck, and then we can draw a card. So, do we want resources to pay for our stuff? Or do we want this Flash of Light? Let me see. How many Flash of Lights did Jubilee have? We have 1 in our hand. We have 1 here. No, wait, we need Firecrackers. I'm talking about the wrong thing. So Firecracker is the attack event. We have 1 Firecracker in the discard pile, and we have 1 Flash of Light in our hand. So that means we have 2 more Firecrackers here. We're gonna draw them all up, I think, because we have Nick. No, we may not draw them all up. That's fine. Let's get a Firecracker and a double resource here. So 2 identity-specific cards. Add into our deck with Jubilee's effect. Then we're going to shuffle up. And then we're going to draw a card because we have the Exclamation in play with Mutant Education's effect. So we're going to get a Firecracker. Okay, so that's one of the 3 in our deck now because we have all 3, I think. Okay, so we got that. That's going to resolve the Mutant Education that we can do in Alter Ego. All right, next, let's see. Let's go ahead and attach the Chance Encounter, and we're going to put it on the Acolytes here because I don't think we can generate enough damage. Okay, so we put it on the Acolytes. Jubilee is going to flip over now to hero form, I think. Yeah, hero form. Okay, so we're in hero form now. We are going to use, let's see, the X-Jet to generate 1 resource, a wild resource. This would be a mental, so we can play Flash of Light. Hero action, Thor, remove 3 threat from a scheme, clearing out the Acolytes. Since we use 2 different resource types, we can also confuse the enemy. Let's confuse Magneto. And then when we defeat this, we trigger the Chance Encounter. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally. Add to your hand. Let's get Nick Fury here to our hand. And then when the Acolytes is defeated, it's a side scheme. We can exhaust a Skilled Investigator and then get a card draw. Okay, resource card. Okay, that's going to resolve. And then Flash of Light. Before it resolves, we can trigger our coat. Exhaust this card after you play a Thor event. Remove equal amount of threat from a scheme equal to the number of thingerjiggers. So we're going to remove 2 threat from Generation X here because we use 2 different resource types to pay for Flash of Light with the wild here. So clearing off this. When this side scheme is defeated, it goes into the victory display. Each player may search your deck and discard pile for an identity-specific event and add to your hand. So let's look through our deck here. We're going to get another Firecracker here. So we have 4 cards left on our deck. And I want the one way or another here. That will give us the kill if Nick Fury can draw that for us. All right, so I am hoping for that. And we have a 75% chance to get it. That's going to resolve the Flash of Light. All right, here we go. I want the damage, but we need the resources for it. So let's go ahead and use 4 resources here so I can play Nick Fury. The Rush Hour Duel. Whenever Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We pick the one to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. We got the one way or another. But Seized, I think, is our. So we have all our attack events in the one way or another. Unfortunately, Seized is the only side scheme I think that's left in that encounter deck. So that's nasty. But can we? I mean, we just go for it. If we don't do it, then we don't do it. So let's go ahead and play one way or another here. Here, action searching counter deck for a side scheme, review that side scheme, then we can draw 3 cards. So we're gonna get, I think it's just Seized. Yeah, just Seized here. So it comes into play. Let's shuffle this up. And then, oh, so we reveal it first and then we draw 3 cards. Okay, so Seized comes in with 3 times player threat. This is one review. Each player plays the top 6 cards of their deck face down here. So this is the 1 card. We get dealt face on counter card because we decked out. Then we're going to shuffle our discard pile, and we're going to still place the top 5 cards underneath Seized because it goes on like that. It's not a discarding effect, so after we shuffle after decking out, even though we get the encounter card, we still have to put 5 more cards to get 6 underneath Seized. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards here. So it goes underneath Seized, and when it's defeated, the Magneto is going to activate on us, and the cards get discarded after that happens with deceleration. Okay, so we have our deck still here. Now that we reviewed that side scheme, we can resolve the one way or another and draw 3 cards, looking for some resources. Oh, we got 1 resource here. Okay, that is pretty good. All right, we're going to go for the kill here. Whether we can do it or not, I don't know. So Nick can swing for 2. Firecracker does 4. Okay, let's use the same resources to pay for Firecracker first here. Okay, so this would be 2 resources here, I think. Yeah, 2 resources here, so I can play a Firecracker. Hero action attack, deal 4 damage to enemy. So we're going to hit Magneto for 4. That'll bring him from 6 down to 2 life. That's going to resolve the Firecracker. That's our attack. Nick Fury is going to swing for 2 at Magneto. That'll bring him from 2 down to 0. And then flip him over to his 3rd and final stage. The Stun and Confuse will stay on him here. And then he has 22 hit points. And then whenever he's reviewed, deal each player face on encounter card, so we get another encounter card here. So we're going to have a bunch of encounter cards if we cannot get rid of him or defeat him here. Okay, so we got that. Nick will take consequent damage. Wolverine's going to swing here for 3. His attack's not piercing. So, oh, I forgot. Magneto has toughness as well, right? Steady and toughness. We're going to pierce off the tough with Wolverine's effect. And then 3 damage brings Magneto from 22 down to 19. Wolverine will take a 2 consequent damage for that attack. All right. Then we're going to use this right here. I think we're short on damage. This would be 3 resources, a energy, physical, and mental. So we can play a grand finale. Hero action attack. Do 2 damage to enemy for each different resource type you use to pay for this card. We use 3 different resource types, so we can do 2 more for each one. So it's going to be 8 damage total on Magneto. That'll bring it from 19 down to 11. And we can also trigger Sunglasses here. After you play an attack event like this card right here, exhaust this card, and then choose enemy, we choose Magneto. We do 1 additional damage for each different resource type we spent. So 3 more on Magneto brings from 11 down to 8. If we had 2 more resources, we could knock him out here, but we don't have it. So we're going to use, it doesn't matter. This would be 2 resources right here. So we can play Firecracker here. Action attack, do 4 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Magneto for 4. Brings from 8 down to 4. And we're so close. Jubilee can basically attack for 2. Because we have +1 attack with Sunglasses. That'll bring from 4 down to 2. And then that is it. That's all that we can do. Let's exhaust this B-Cop to move it from the main over to it. So the B-Cop now has 5 threat. Let's do this B-Cop as well to get 1 threat off of Seized, just in case we need to clear a side scheme for any of our combos next turn. So we can get it down a little bit. All right, and then I think we're okay. Hopefully he doesn't get a mana counter, but he'll probably get another activation with these cards here. That's going to end our turn. We're okay if he schemes because of the Confuses and because of the Under Surveillance. We're going to ready back up, and unfortunately we were not able to do the big kill there. Jubilee was just a little bit short on damage. We drop back up to our hands as a 5. And we just got to do 2 more damage on Magneto. And our deck is so low already. That is going to end our turn. We pass it back to Magneto. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack us, but he is stunned, so he will not trigger the mana counters. Then he deals a face-line counter. We got 3 here. All right. First one is Caught Off Guard. That's great. This card upgrades support control. Let's get rid of these disguise. Magneto knows who we are. He's seen Nick Fury too. Next encounter card, Uniskill and Minion here with teamwork and toughness. And then she's not have guards, so we can ignore when she's defeated. Give the villain a tough stats card. So let's put it over here. And our last encounter card is Wrapped in Metal. Attached to your identity. You cannot attack, defend, or recover. We can exhaust your identity and spend a physical to discard this card. All right, that's going to end our turn. At the end of the round, Nick Fury is in play. He will get discarded. And unfortunately, I won't be able to get Nick Fury here with our big combo, because I want him to get the kill here. Let's back to our turn. Let's exhaust Avengers Mansion. Draw a card. We got Immune Education. Let's go ahead and clear the board here. We're going to use the action here on Wrapped in Metal. Exhaust your identity, spend a physical resource. The extra can generate physical with the wild here to discard this card. So let's get rid of that. I forgot. There's a acceleration here in C, so the main scheme should be at 2 threat actually. Should have added 2 last turn instead of just 1. Okay, so we fixed that. Okay, then we're going to exhaust Beat Cop for a second effect. Exhaust Beat Cop and discard to deal 1 damage to minion for each threat on here. So we can discard it and do 5 damage to this minion. That just knocks off her tough stats card. We're going to exhaust this Beat Cop for the same thing. Do 1 damage to minion for each threat on here. There's 6 threat, so 6 damage on Uniskill. Knocks her out. When she is defeated, give the villain a tough stats card. If he already has a tough stats card, then he heals 4, but he does not have a tough stats card, so Magneto will get a toughness here. And then, let's see, I think we want to, let's flip down here so Wolverine stays alive. Well, he's going to stay alive, it's fine. We're going to flip down to Alter. Wolverine's response when we change the Alter Ego, heal 3 damage, so he heals back to full life. And we're going to have Wolverine attack Magneto. His attacks have piercing, so he's going to exhaust, pierce off Magneto's tough stats card, and do 3 damage to him. That'll bring him from 2 down to 0. And yeah, that is it. That was our big game against Magneto here. That was super duper fun. I really enjoyed playing Jubilee. I love trying to recur the side scheme and trying to get the Nick Fury combo going up with chance encounter. Yeah, that was tons of fun. I think that's actually really complicated of a strategy, because Jubilee requires a different resource sets when paying for it. And I thought that's really simple, but it's actually a lot more complex than I was thinking. But yeah, I think if I play this deck a little bit more, I get a little bit more used to it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Hope you guys are enjoying Jubilee. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.